So today, we're diving into two fundamental concepts in finance, which is simple interest and compound interest. And these concepts is crucial for making informed decisions about loans and interest. So now, let's start with simple interest. And now I will show you the formula of simple interest. So we write here I sub S equals P R T. Here's the formula of simple interest. So what is I sub S? So I sub S, that is a simple interest. And our P equals principal. And the next is R. And when you write, you should make sure that you write it correctly. The letter P is a capital letter and the R and T are small letters. And now let's go back to the R. R is our rate. And our T, T is a term or time. So, in a year. Here's the formula of simple interest. I sub S equals PRT. I sub S is a simple interest, P for principal, and R is a rate, T term or time. So let's move to our first example. A bank offers 0.25% annual simple interest rate for a particular deposit. How much interest will be earned if 1 million pesos is deposited in this savings account for 1 year? And before we compute this problem, ang una natong kuhaon is ang given. Para dili ta maglibog inig compute. So unaw natong sulat ang mga given nga gibulong. Atong R is 0.25%. And then let's convert it into a decimal. So may mo siyang 0.0025. Sunod natong kuhaon is ang P, ato ang principal. So this is our principal, which is the 1 million. And then, our time is 1 year. And then after that, we find our I sub S, which is simple interest. If you are wondering how we could get to 1 million for our principal, as you can see into our example, if 1 million pesos is deposited, so naam na siya dito, mo na akong gibutang sa principal. Then after to find the given, let's start the solving. And so we're right here for our solution. So di ba ang nakuha nato ganina nga principal is 1 million, and then atong nakuha nga rate is katong 0.25% and ato ang time is 1 year. So ang atong problem or ato ang gipangita is I sub S. So ato nang isulat ang formula I sub S equals PRT. So always jud nato isulat ang formula, dili na siya pwede nga malimtan. So the next is we write our principal. Our principal is equals 1 million. And after that, we will multiply it into our rate. So our rate, which is 0.0025. So nakasulod siya sa open parenthesis and close parenthesis. Susunod natong bulong is ang time, which is ato ang time is 1 year man to siya. So ato na siyang isulat sa babaw sa close parenthesis, which is 1. So the second thing that we need to do is to multiply our rate and time by using our scientific or calculator. So we multiply it. 0.0025 times 1 is equals 0.0025. And the third thing that we need to do is we multiply our principal and our rate. So our principal is equals 1 million times our rate, which is 0.0025. So we multiply it 1 million times 0.0025. So our answer equals 2,500 pesos. So that is our final answer to our example number 1. So now let's proceed to our second example. The question is how much interest is changed when 50,000 pesos is borrowed for 9 months at an annual simple interest rate of 10%. And then when we solve it is same ways or procedure Japon atong buhaton sa example number 1. So the first thing that we need to do is to find the given. Sunod is atong kuhaon ang principal. So we write here P equals 50,000 pesos and our T, which is time or term. So our T equals 9 months. The third one is our R, which is rate. So R equals 10%. And so let's convert it into a decimal equals 0.1. So our problem is to find I sub s. So let's solve it here. So first is we need to write our formula, which is I sub s equals PRT. So our P, which is principal, equals 50,000. So we multiply it into our rate, which is 0.1. Then we put our time here, which is 9/12. So asa nako nakuha ang 12? So annual man ang nakabutang dito, so 1 year. So mo na siya, ang akong nabutang dalang denominator is 12. So next natong buhaton is atong i-divide ang 9/12. So 9 divided by 12 equals 0.75. Then after that, ato na siyang i-multiply sa atuang rate. 0.1 times 0.75 is equals 0.75. And after that, we write it here again, our 50,000 pesos. Then after that is atuan na po na siyang i-multiply. So 50,000 times 0.075. So our final answer is equals 3,750 pesos. So that is our final answer to our example number 2. So now let's proceed to our example number 3. The question is Anna deposited 20,000 pesos in bank that gives 10% simple interest. How much interest she will receive after 3 years? So first is we will find the given. So our P, which is principal, is equals 20,000, and our R, which is rate, is equals 10%. So let's convert it into a decimal. So mahimo na siyang 0.10. And the third one is our T, which is time or term. So our T is equals 3 years. So our problem is to find I sub s. So we solve it here, and don't forget to write the formula. So I sub s equals PRT. And the next is we write our P, which is principal, is equals 20,000. And we multiply it, our R is equals 0.10. And then we put the time here, which is 3. And then we will multiply this. So 20,000 times 0.10 times 3 equals 6,000. So therefore, the interest that she will receive after 3 years is equals 6,000. And that's all for our examples of simple interest. And now let's proceed to the compound interest. So compound interest is the interest earned on both the principal amount and the accumulated interest from previous periods. It's like earning interest on your interest. This snowball effect leads to significantly faster growth of your investment compared to simple interest, where interest is only calculated on the principal. So now I will show you the formula of simple interest. So A is for amount equals P 1 plus R over 10 raised to the power of NT. So A is for a final amount. P is initial principal amount. And R is a percent of interest rate. And the T is for a time. So now I will provide one example of compound interest. The question is Alan invested $15,000 for 10 years at an interest rate of 10% compounded every 6 months. How much will he have at the end of the years? So now we solve it here. So now the first thing we do is to find the given. And our P is equal to 15,000. And our R is equals 10%, which is 0.1. And our N is equals to the compound of our 6 months. So our T is equal to 10. So our T is equal to 10. And our A equals 15,000. 1 plus R is equal 0.1 divided by N, which is 2. And then reciprocal to the power of 2 times 10. And then we copy again the 15,000. 1 plus 0.1 divided by 2. So 2 times 10. So our reciprocal is 20. So the next is we find the value here inside the bracket. So 0.1 divided by 2 plus 1 is equals 1.05. And after that, we multiply our 1.05 reciprocal 20. Then we copy again the 15,000 here. And after that is ato na siyang i-multiply sa atong answer sa 1.05 raised to the power of 20. So equals 2.653. And after that, we finalized our answer. 15,000 multiplied by 2.653. So our answer is $39,795. So that is our example of compound interest.